Today we're going to make this super cute little multi-tag pocket for our journal. It can be placed directly down on a page by just gluing 3 sides, and then you actually have an extra pocket. But we have one pocket there inside the paper bag. You can put another one in here, but it just won't go as far. I put a pocket. This is the bottom of the paper bag. Glued that down on both sides to make another pocket, and then tore a piece of scrapbook paper here to create yet another pocket. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to make this. I made my pocket using one of these little paper sacks. They came from Hobby Lobby. You get a pack of 16, and they measure 3 1/4 inches wide by 7.08 by 2.25 inches. They're really, really cute. Okay, and I used this Christmas paper pad also from Hobby Lobby. I got this a year or 2 ago, so I'm not sure if they still have it. I will look. It's called Country Christmas. And I have a bunch of scraps left over from last year. Even cut out some tags. And started making a journal, which I need to finish up this year. Okay. All out of the same paper pad. So we need our little paper bag. You can do yours in any theme that you want to. I'm going to back this portion right here. I did this one with old book page. Let me just pull some of this out so you can see it. So I did some old book page here, and I would distress it with some vintage photo. So on this one, I got a piece of scrap music paper, and I'm going to put that on there. So let's go ahead and get that glued down. Okay, while that's drying, I took a piece of one of my little scraps and trimmed that down a little bit to fit right there on the front. So let's go ahead and glue that down as well. These are so easy to make, and they're so adorable. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this. Before I do that, though, let me go ahead and cut a little notch like I did here. Okay, so there's that. And for this portion right here, I'm going to use this scrap. And all I'm going to do is just tear it. Like so. Get this inked. And then we're going to glue these 2 sides down here. And I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry before we put our tags in. So I think this is dry enough for us to continue on. On this one, I put a few little stickers just to add a little bit extra interest in it. So I just pulled out one of my Christmas sticker books, and we are just going to find something we can use here. All right, and I think that's enough. All right, and I cut these tags out of my scraps. So I'm going to go ahead and put some hole reinforcers and some eyelets in the tops of each of those. Okay, and like I indicated before, this large tag will go all the way down to the bottom in this back section. You can put another one in here. It just won't go down as far because of this pocket. All right, and so put this little short tag in here in the bottom. And then we'll put this one right here. And I just think that makes the neatest little piece of decoration to include on your page. And like I said, you can glue this on 3 sides and you'll have another pocket that would give you 1, 2, 3, if you count this front piece, 4, 5 pockets and 1 little paper sack. And you can just mass make these, in like I said, in any theme that you wanted to make them in. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And as we wrap up the video, I want to quickly share a verse with you from the Bible that I hope brings you a sense of peace and encouragement as you continue your day. It's Luke chapter 11, verse 9, and it says, "And I say unto you, ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." So how can we apply this in our everyday life? Well, one, you can be persistent in prayer. This verse encourages consistent communication with God. It's a reminder that prayer isn't a one-time act, it's an ongoing conversation. So when you're uncertain, you ask God for wisdom. When you're searching for direction or peace, seek Him through scripture or quiet reflection. And when life feels closed off or confusing, knock. Keep trusting that God will open the right doors in His timing. Secondly, take action with faith. Ask, seek, knock are all verbs. They call for action. This verse teaches that faith isn't passive. It involves effort and persistence. If you're pursuing a goal, don't wish for it. Take small steps while trusting God to guide you along your path. If you want stronger relationships, make the effort to nurture them. If you want to change or healing, be open to the ways God may work, sometimes through opportunities, people, or even lessons along the way. Thirdly, trust God's timing and wisdom. Not every door opens immediately or in the way we expect it to. This verse reassures us that God hears and responds, but sometimes His answer may come as yes or no or wait. When things don't go as planned, remind yourself that God's plan is bigger than your momentary disappointment. It builds patience, trust, and a deeper faith. So guys, thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.